What's going on, guys? It's your boy Darth Eternal here with the latest Star Wars news. But before we do get into that, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know. Also, go check out my last video as it was a good one, so give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start today's show because we have some big news today. Welcome back to the Eternal Sith Network. So today we're going to be talking about with Lucasfilm Disney Plus's series firmly establishing the titular Jedi survival and Darth Vader's knowledge of it. And it was initially curious why the Sith Lord never bothered to hunt down his old Jedi Master before their reunion in A New Hope. But we do see that with Palpatine's Ian McGregor in the Kenobi series finale cameo explains the reason why the Jedi was never found on Tatooine. Now, on the heels of his defeat at the hands of Obi-Wan, Lord Vader is keen to continue his pursuit. His conversation with Darth Sidious, takes him away though, as his Sith Master cautions him that he is emotional with his demeanor, and his encounter, with Kenobi really has left him weakened. Darth Vader knows fully well that despite his icy, demeanor, he remains vulnerable as he continues to be haunted by his falling out with Kenobi and the death of Padme Amidala. So instead of risking letting his emotions get the better of him, Vader opts to let Kenobi go with the assumption that he's basically no threat to the Empire. So since Lucasfilm continued, that Obi-Wan and Vader that would face off in the Kenobi series, questions about it, of how this would affect the established timeline started popping up a lot, and you saw that in the community. Bringing Palpatine, though, into the equation was a great way to justify the Sith Lord's uncharacteristically, giving up on his old, Jedi Master. Even at the start of their conversation, Vader was adamant that he would use the full might of the Galactic Empire to locate Kenobi. That being said, it's also worth noting that Emperor Palpatine had an ulterior motive for discouraging Vader, and you saw that throughout the series from seeking out the Jedi, right? As he always, throughout Star Wars, that's what you notice with Palpatine and Vader. Palpatine always had that upper hand of manipulating him, using that against him, or shall I say, he had that belief that he would turn the more he saw, Kenobi. And he suspected that interacting, longer, like I said, with Obi-Wan could bring Anakin Skywalker back, and you see that, right? Which would very likely spell the end of his reign and the Galactic Empire. And at some point, it probably could have happened if they kept meeting up, to be honest with you. Similar, to how gradually, turned Anakin against the Jedi, he continued to do so by, like I said before, manipulating him long after he had become Vader. And you saw that, right? It started in the prequels and then the OTs. Emperor Palpatine assumed that letting Kenobi go in the series shouldn't be a problem for him at all. So the Jedi doesn't have to really, he doesn't have the firepower or manpower, shall I say, of Vader and the Empire. And unfortunately, underestimating the Jedi Master was one of the biggest mistakes, as Obi-Wan's existence paved the way for Luke Skywalker and Leia's reunion, which led to his ultimate defeat in the original trilogy. So again, guys, comment down below. This to me was something that, it really showed in the Kenobi series, and it just showed overall the one thing, the takeaway that you always will get with Palpatine and Vader is that Palpatine always had that upper hand of always being manipulative towards Vader, always reminding him his encounter where Kenobi really left him weakened, and Vader knows, the full, despite his demeanor, he's gonna be, always haunted, by Kenobi and what happened, and also Padme. So that's one of the things that you're always going to have and you're always going to sense when it comes to Kenobi, when it comes to Vader, and when it comes to Palpatine. But anyway, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this news, as I had to talk about it today. I had to talk about why they gave up truly. And this is exactly why. Because Kenobi was no threat. That was the real truth. He was no threat. He had, at this point, Vader had other things to worry about, right? As we've seen in the comics and in the books, Vader was killing Jedi. He was killing the remaining Jedi from Order 66 or before, that were still around or still alive hiding out. we still have yet to see so many more things, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for the next live action TV show. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know, and stay tuned as I have another video out tomorrow. Later, guys.